Hello everyone, Genesis Writer here with Halo 4 lag montage number 2. Unlike normal montages, which have multi-kills and cool clips strung together to music, this is a compilation of all the different moments of lag that I've had in Halo 4 that are non-obvious. And what I mean by that is, it's not just people glitching around the map suddenly, and the obviousness of that lag is kind of boring. So I decided to compile some clips where I found lag or connection issues or glitches that are pretty interesting and don't normally happen, but every player can seemingly identify with if they really think back over their time of gameplay. So hope you guys enjoy. Starting off with a clip from a multi-team SWAT game on the map Ragnarok, I'm going to go into the bottom of this base and find an enemy player completely unaware here. Now pausing right here, in SWAT, a melee from behind will instantly kill someone, as well as a melee from the front. So I'm going to try to hold down my melee button and animate assassinate him as he goes up this ramp. But as you can see right here, that doesn't work at all as he pops out of my animation, turns around and shoots me from behind. This is a very common glitch when you are on a different vertical surface area. Now looking at a very similar clip on a lockdown game on Exile, you can see that I'm a different vertical surface level, and my animated assassination doesn't register on this guy, but a normal beatdown from behind does. And this is what I'd recommend doing, is not using the hold down the melee button animated assassination. Just tap the melee button to perform the normal melee from behind, and that will instantly kill them just as easily and avoid this glitch entirely.
Okay, that's lag. That is lag right there.
Rewatching this clip in slow motion, it's a game of oddball on the map Solace. I run forward and grab the oddball after my teammate assists me with killing the carrier, turn around and try to melee this guy, only to somehow impossibly get locked into an animated assassination from the front. You must be behind the player to do this, so this guy is obviously lagging. What's frustrating about this is that it's not everyone in the game who is lagging, it's just this one player. And when one player who's lagging in the game does something like this to you and somehow the lag works out in their favor, it's just ridiculous. Oftentimes lag does not work out for that person in this way. Just a really horrific example of lag. Now, the following clip is a little hard to believe, but I just wanted to show you guys this because it took me a while to understand it. Notice the no lag sticky deck kill I get on this guy, and then I sprint for the flag, which has 10 seconds to reset, walk right through it, don't pick up the flag, and somehow die. Now, let's rewatch this clip and really understand what happened here. So watching my radar during a game of Capture the Flag on Ragnarok, I spot this enemy player heading through their shotgun tunnel, sticky dead him, sprint forward toward the enemy flag, which we have pulled out of the enemy base to try to pick it up. And as you can see here, it's 10 seconds till this flag resets. Okay, I have plenty of time to run through it, pick it up, and reset the timer back to 35 seconds. Okay, there are no enemy players near the flag, so I run through the flag and I don't pick it up. So I turn around, and as I'm being shot by this guy from their flat rock via a saw, I can see that the flag has somehow reset 7 seconds early back to the enemy base. I have no idea still how this occurred or why this occurred. Thankfully, it didn't lose us the game. We were able to pull out the win. Once again on Ragnarok, except this time top middle with a light rifle during a big team Infinity Slayer game. The enemy Mantis is pushing up on a machine gun turret, and I'm pouring my light rifle into this Mantis with a seemingly endless clip of ammunition. Now, rewatching this film in slow motion, look at the top right hand corner of my screen and watch my light rifle clip closely as my bullets are somehow regenerating into my clip without me reloading. I've rarely experienced this glitch, and one of the glitches with the bolt shot that did this was actually patched very early into this game, so I don't know how in the world this glitch actually happened or how to duplicate it. Our last clip on Ragnarok revolves around a very common glitch involving the Spartan laser, where shots will simply not register against vehicles. Now, rewatching that clip in slow motion so you can see this is a really bad problem, and it was a problem in Halo Reach, but it's especially bad in Halo 4. You really do have to be hitting the dead center of the vehicle or center mass of the vehicle. As you can see here, if you get even remotely off of that, And if you even hit a slight portion of the enemy vehicle's wheels, you can see here it looks like a dead-on shot, but it's actually not. The Warthog will simply take no damage whatsoever, or sometimes even frustratingly enough, all the passengers will lose shields, but the vehicle will not explode. This is a really unfortunate problem because Halo 3 did not have this issue, and I really wish they would revert the Spartan Laser back to Halo 3 Spartan Laser. The next two examples are a little bit more typical examples of lag, where I'm using the thruster pack more than early enough to get away from the shots that I'm incurring and somehow still die while around a wall. Really not much to point out here. My location was not registering on the server, and so it just said that I wasn't behind the wall and the guy could shoot me for some reason.
There's no way that guy just survived that rocket. There's no way.
You can see right here, we're playing King of the Hill on the map Harvest, and I shoot this rocket at this player, and it simply does not register. If this had been a Halo 3 rocket, this would have made perfect sense to me. The Halo Reach, and especially Halo 4, have such wide kill radiuses for the rockets that this is simply unexcusable. I've never really seen a rocket do it this badly, to where the person was actually jumping into the rocket, but my only assumption is that the ramp somehow glitched and blocked the damage somehow. I can understand where you may be thinking, wow, that rocket clip maybe wasn't that much of an example of lag, but check out this clip where I try to snipe an enemy sniper with my sniper rifle and the shot simply does not register. On his screen I miss, and of course the death screens are not anything to judge by, so let's really slow this down from my perspective and his perspective. You notice I see him here. We're both non-moving targets. This shot, if I had pulled the trigger here, would have gone over his head, but I recorrect my aim right here so that I'm actually pointing straight at his head. This should be a perfect registered headshot. Neither of us are moving. I pull the trigger and it simply does not register, and he gets the kill on me instead. Looking at his side, even though death screens are nothing to judge by because they're so laggy in Halo 4, it looks like my shot goes over his head like my previous, right before my little adjustment aim was. So guys, that's just another example of lag in Halo 4, but a very rare occurrence to say the least. Now this third and final non-registering shot clip I almost didn't include because my commentary over it in theater mode was not very good, but I'm just going to take out all the volume and just commentate over it as is. So you can see how these snapshots are registering pretty clearly, you know, it doesn't seem like any lag is going on. I get yet another kill bottom middle for a snapshot. But what happens next is just ridiculous, and I had to go into theater mode to really understand what occurred. And this second shot on this guy, when he drops down after I follow these two grenades, just doesn't register. The first somehow registers, even though it goes very much under this player. You can see that little blue-purple streak there under him. Somehow that shot registered, taking out all his shields. But this second shot should definitely kill him, regardless of whether it's a headshot or not. It goes straight through him and just doesn't register at all as he kills me with his assault rifle, picks up my beam rifle. Thankfully, I'm able to get the revenge on him and get my beam rifle back, but that's just yet another example of lag in Halo 4. Now, this next clip happens on the DLC map Vertigo. Right after the Champions DLC was released. It was while I was live streaming, so the audio and video quality are horrible, so I've reduced both of those for your convenience. But you can see that my battle rifle has gotten into this stuck alert carry position that happens when you sprint, and I'm still able to fire and everything, but I'm not sprinting at all. And you can see my shots are still registering and everything. The game's not lagging. It's just a glitch that occurred on my screen randomly during a game that I wanted to include. Almost didn't include this because of the horrible video and audio quality. This next example of lag is more an example of a glitch in Halo 4. Me and my teammate Voxel are playing Rocket Race, not doing so hot, when we suddenly run into a black screen where the host, one of the lime green players on the bottom of the screen, quits. Now, when we come back out of black screen, we are not on a mongoose, which we were before the black screen started. We're both holding gravity hammers, and we both can't get on mongooses again, and you have to be on a mongoose to capture zones. So what this means is that not only can we not kill anyone, but we can't actually gain score to win the game at all, forcing us to lose the game and there's nothing we can do about it. Skipping forward here, you can see actually where Voxel and I get into a zone alone, uncontested, without a mongoose of course, and we're not able to capture it. Really unfortunate glitch that lasted throughout the entire game and made us lose, and I've never run into this glitch before. Really random. Now these final 3 examples of lag slash glitching that occur in Halo 4 are rather boring. They're just menu slash trying to join other people in matchmaking menus examples. In this example, we just started matchmaking in the Ricochet playlist, which is now not in Halo 4 sadly. But we literally sit here for almost 15 minutes waiting for this match to start while it's trying to load the map. Almost everyone leaves the game, and I'm actually going to speed up to the point where, again, this is 15 minutes later, this is sped up to 8 times the speed of what actually occurred. So you can see here, eventually we get down to only 3 players left in the game. My teammate Lodging Whale quits, and only 2 players are left, and finally the game starts. I don't even know why this occurs, or why the game didn't just automatically boot the person causing the problem in the first place. While again waiting for another Ricochet match to start, I am randomly booted from the game for no reason, even though it's loading the map, and it kicks me suddenly out to where I'm searching on my own. My friends get into the game, but as you can see here, they actually invite me back and I rejoin them. And the game seems like it's going to put me into the game with them and let me join in progress, but suddenly it kicks me out back again to the main menu. This is the only time I've actually been playing Halo 4 where it's actually kicked me out to the very main starting menu like this, just suddenly out of nowhere. This third and final glitch involves a joining party lag, where it simply sits here for almost 2 minutes doing what you're seeing right now on your screen as I'm trying to join a party, glitching out over and over and over again. There's a similar glitch that occurs right after you back your party out of a game where the menu will constantly reset over and over again. I really don't know why this stuff happens, and it still has not been fixed with patches or updates, so it's pretty frustrating. But anyway guys, that concludes my Halo 4 lag montage number 2. Again, not trying to complain about the game a whole lot, I just want to give out examples of other examples of lag that are beyond the norm. So I hope you guys enjoyed that and got to see some other crazy examples of lag. Peace.